The Toronto Raptors lose in embarrassing fashion, 138-117 against the Wizards in Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about an absolute beatdown, especially in that second half. And there was a time in the third quarter where I actually thought the Raptors were going to come back and pull this thing out. And boy, was I mistaken. So we have some things that we need to go over in this game. And then I'm going to get to some numbers that are pretty alarming in this one. But folks, let's start here. No Barrett in this game, obviously. You would have heard otherwise. No Pirtle. No Colin Murray-Boyles. He's out with illness. And Scottie Barnes was a game-time decision because he was actually sick and ill in this game as well. So ended up playing in this game. Agbaji got to start. Mamu also got to start in this one. And it was a decent start in this game, pretty much even going back and forth. Mamu had a quick 5 in this game with 7:30 remaining in that first quarter. And the Wizards were up 13-9 with 7 minutes remaining. You see, the one problem that the Raptors had in this game, a very big problem actually, is that they just could not stop the Washington Wizards going into the paint. Like the perimeter defense was pretty much non-existent in this game. And they could not stop them going or scoring at the basket. When you look at the numbers here with points in the paint, 62-44 in favor of the Washington Wizards. You heard me correctly, 62-44. And so before I even continue, should I just start the sound effects from now?
Happening over here during whole season. I've been holding it back. It's a complete crap. This is completely BS. This is shame. Shame for the referees, shame for the league to allow this.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What the hell is going on?
This was a rough one to watch. Man, especially because it was a boring ass game too. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I can't even sugarcoat this. So the fact that this was a boring ass game and then on top of it, getting your behinds handed to you, I mean, just rough. And Scottie Barnes, man, you can see that he wasn't himself. They said it was a game time decision, like I mentioned, would have been out due to illness, and he probably shouldn't even have played in this game. But you got to play him because of games like this. You're not secure with the Raptors being able to go out there and get that win. And so, of course, you got a guy like Brandon Ingram, who, by the way, is third in total minutes played this season. Yes, third in total minutes played per season. Only 2 people have played more minutes going into this game than Brandon Ingram in the league. Mikal Bridges from NY and Cooper Flagg for the Dallas Mavericks. I guess one positive that we saw, if you want to call it that at least, I mean, I would, I guess. Immanuel Quickley, 33 minutes in this game, 25 points, 6 of 13 from the field, 4 of 4 from three-point range, 9 of 9 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, only 1 turnover, but gave you a steal and a block as well. And so at least Immanuel Quickley here is looking a little bit better than he has in the last few games, even though it comes in a loss. At least he's looking a bit more like himself because you're going to need that going forward. Mamu in this one as well. He got the start again, like I mentioned, 13 points in this game. Did most of his damage in the first half, to be honest with you. Not much in the second half. 33 minutes in this game, 5 of 9 from the field, 3 of 6 from three-point range, 11 rebounds. That's a good sign. 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. After the first quarter, Washington was up 35-32 after that first quarter. And I talked to you about Mamu. He had 10 points actually after the first quarter, but then ends up with 13 overall in this game. Now, I'm going to go to the bench for just a second here because I got to talk to you about one Gradey Dick. Gradey Dick played 18 minutes in this game. He had 5 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3 point range, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, gave you 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Gradey is really, really struggling out here. And he's lost it all in regards to offensive ability. The confidence is just not there anymore. And so I'm not really sure what it's going to take to get it back. He's just going to have to grind this out. And honestly, the best thing for him to do, in my opinion, is just continue to work his ass off on the defensive end. Work your butt off on the defensive end. Don't force anything offensively. Take what the defense gives you. But if you can break the defense down and create for others, maybe it'll start to open up something for yourself if you are Gradey Dick. And yes, we all know he's struggling. We're all planning to, I guess, and by all, I'm talking about the media here. I'm sure you're going to hear people beating him up and piling onto him. But honestly, like, it's not really going to help Gradey Dick as us as media to do that. We already know that's what's happening. We know he's struggling. We get it. And I mean, at this point, it's just like I mentioned, if you are a professional basketball player, any sport for that matter, you don't have time to sit around, complain, and mope. You have to figure out ways to get yourself going and creating for others, playing well defensively, hard-nosed one-on-one defense, help side defense, whatever the hell it is, making sure that you are contributing in some way besides just shooting threes or doing something on offense. You got to be able to still bring value to the table if you are Gradey Dick. And so, yes, easier said than done, but you just got to shake you got to shake it off. You got to shake it off. You got to continue to go out there, watch film, and get into these games and try to contribute, even if you're playing 4 or 5 minutes in this game. Yes, he struggled for pretty much all 18 minutes in this game. Did not look good at all. But he is going to look worse if he goes out there and forces the issue offensively, which I have seen him do plenty of times, by the way. Do not do that if you're Gradey Dick. Do not do that if you are Gradey Dick. Take what the defense gives you, swing the ball, let it come back to you if you can get a clean look. Play your ass off on defense and try to get out of the rut in that way. But for whatever reason, he has lost all confidence, and those are the kind of things that you're going to have to do to get it back. Might take a while. We don't know. But damn it, we're going to need guys like Gradey Dick off the bench. But you know who did play good off the bench in this game? Jacoby Walter. Jacoby Walter had a solid game in a horrible defensive effort for the Raptors overall. And he played 18 minutes as well in this game, but he gave you 15 points, 5 of 7 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3-point range, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, gave you an assist as well in this game. And so he has looked pretty good over the last few games when it comes to just what he is producing when he's out there on the court, not just offensively, but looking pretty good from a defensive standpoint as well. He's playing pretty well overall in totality. And that is a good news because we're going to need him going forward to continue to put out this effort. So getting into that second quarter, I mentioned to you about Gradey Dick, but here in my notes as well, Washington just driving and getting to the paint at will. Absolutely no resistance whatsoever. And with 10:06 remaining in that second quarter, points in the paint, 20-8, favoring Washington. Now, the Raptors did go on a 10-2 run, in large part to Immanuel Quickley. He had 10 points at that point, and it was 49-49 tied up in that second quarter. Jamal Shed came in, hit 2 back-to-back threes, which was good, and Mamo, I thought, was doing a pretty decent job on the defensive end. He was running the floor hard, blocking shots. Effort was good defensively. But overall, from a team perspective, the communication for the Raptors is awful. It's the guys are just sitting wide open from 3-point range in this game, and they really let us have it. I'm going to get to some of these numbers from the Washington Wizards in just a second. Keyshawn George, 23 points in this one. Alex Sarr, 15. CJ McCollum, 21. Bilal Coulibaly, 21 as well. And listen to this. Listen to these bench points numbers. Listen to this. So first of all, the Wizards, number 3 in the league in bench points. They had 52 bench points in this game. 52 bench points to the Raptors 28. Okay? Yes, you heard me correctly. You heard me correctly.
This is
Jack.
completely BS. This is shame. Shame for the referees, shame for the league to allow this.
And overall, they just let us have it. They just let us have 138 points in this game. 138 points. They had 5 wins. 5. Rebounding numbers at halftime. 31-20 in favor of the Wizards. 34-16 points in the paint in favor of the Wizards. And it was a 73-62 Wizards lead at the half. The numbers get worse. Just wait. So I put right away in my notes to start this third quarter that Scottie just did not look right in this game. He probably shouldn't even have played. The fact that we got to have him out here, and I know Pirtle's not there and Barrett's not there. I get it. You got to secure this W, but damn it, I think we should have a good enough roster to be able to win this thing without Scottie Barnes in this game. And you can tell he was hobbled and sick and just sluggish, didn't have what it takes. You could tell he was out of breath. You could tell he's just not himself. But still, in 29 minutes, gave you 14 points, 6 of 14 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 7 assists in this game. And I mean, gave you what he got. He was half decent anyway, with him being on the floor, but just overall, just didn't look himself out there. I talked to you about Quickley already. He had 20 points with not too far remaining. I mean, about halfway left. I typically have my stat numbers down here. It was 8:30 remaining in the third quarter when I would mention Scottie Barnes not looking like himself. So give it another 2 minutes, around 6.5 remaining with Immanuel Quickley. He had 20 points on just 9 field goal attempts at that point. I talked to you about Jacoby Walter just looking a bit more comfortable out there in every way, which is a good sign. But Scottie Barnes ends up limping off the court with about 1 minute left in that third quarter. And it was actually a left hip soreness. He did return to the game early in that fourth quarter. But the Raptors went into that fourth quarter down 102-100. And, at this point, you're thinking, all right, maybe the Raptors are going to be able to do something here. You're only stuck 2 going into that fourth quarter. Scottie Barnes is coming back into the game. Jacoby Walters looking good off the bench. Hopefully, just hopefully, the Raptors, Ingram, Barnes are going to be able to put something together. And Brandon Ingram, by the way, overall, didn't look too bad in this game, especially early on. 33 minutes in this game, 29 points, shot 50% from the field, 10 of 20, 1 of 7 from 3-point range, 8 of 10 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 2 assists in this game, 2 blocks. Let's get to that fourth quarter. Now, the rebound game, Raptors out-rebounded by 13 overall in this game, 46-33. And for a team that does so well in fast break points, only 8 fast break points in this game. Only 8 to the Wizards' 21 fast break points. That is a big problem. Raptors definitely got to get out and push that ball in transition. Raptors, 27 free throws in this game and made 25. 27 free throws in this game. You shot 9 more free throws than the Washington Wizards in this game and still get your ass kicked by 21 points. This is unbelievable stuff. AJ Lawson checked into the game in this one. Didn't play too many minutes, but yeah, it just got that bad overtime. 7 minutes in this game, 2 points for him, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And what I was trying to figure out is, how do you make such a drastic turn with the way the Raptors play against Miami and then the way you play against the Washington Wizards? I get it. Scottie Barnes wasn't himself. And yeah, he went beast mode against Miami. But it's not just about Scottie Barnes in this game. You still have a good enough team where you can pull out this win and at least compete to the end. But to get blown out by the Wizards, I mean,
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I mean, this was horrific. And by the time the Raptors were getting destroyed in the end, like, I would have rather just see some of our G League guys. Mobo played a bit in this one, but the Chucky Hepburns, Elijah Martins, I would like to see guys like that get some burn in a game like this. But unfortunately, we didn't get to see that in this one. I mentioned to you about the bench points already. And the Raptors, they made 10 threes in the first half. Only 2 threes made in the second half. Only 2 threes made in that second half. And to be completely honest, we got to give a little bit of love here to the Washington Wizards. Like, I get it. The Raptors, yes. Are they the better team? Yes. But overall, the Wizards just came out, just punched them in the mouth, and they just played harder tonight. They played harder. They were crisp. They looked, I wouldn't say desperate, but they came out and really looked like they wanted a W. They looked like they believed tonight. They looked like they believed tonight, and they were playing hard. They were playing hard right from the jump, and they didn't let up. They looked good defensively, making good decisions from an offensive standpoint, and overall, the Washington Wizards looked really, really solid. And I mean, good on them. They came out. I mean, they're 6-23 on the season. 6-23 on the season after winning or blowing out the Raptors in this game. So, I mean, they're playing for pride right now. Season is over for them. So you got to give them credit for them to get their 6th win by coming out there and doing the Raptors dirty. At Mike Roach 7 on IG, at Mike Roach 23 on X. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, and share the Mike Roach Show, known as the Mike Roach Podcast, but 2026, this will be known as the Mike Roach Show, despite what my Mike Roach Podcast says in back of me. Let me know what your concerns are for the Toronto Raptors in the comments. If you like anything they did, or really peeved off with this loss and you have something to say, put it in the comments. I will try to get back to you as fast as I can. Okay. Until the next time, thank you all for the love and support. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and hope everybody was safe and still enjoying their holiday right now. As you can see, I got on the holiday festive green for you all, got the nice fresh cut for you. I'm trying to, I'm still trying to keep myself cleaned up, ladies and gentlemen, trying to keep myself cleaned up. This is the Mike Roach Podcast. Until the next episode, I'll see you again soon. Peace. And I'm out.